I met you where the factories breathe through broken teeth, where steel holds the cold a little longer than flesh, where the highway gives up on the edge of town, and the dark keeps its hand over every unfinished thing. You were standing in that wind like you had nothing to prove, not asking the night to name you, not borrowing light from anybody else's fire, just carrying your own weight with the kind of silence that made every loud man in the room sound temporary. I knew then love was never meant to be a cage, never a hymn, never a drowning. It is two people walking out of separate ruins with their names intact. It is truth when truth caused sleep. It is discipline when nobody is watching. It is the hard decision made twice, once in thought, once in action. You taught me that without teaching, just by the way you move through damage without making damage your identity. I have seen beautiful faces collapse under easy praise, seen soft words rot in warm rooms, seen people confuse hunger with devotion and possession with death. But you were never built from that weak material. Your beauty was in proportion, in restraint, in the clean line between what you felt and what you allowed to rule you. In the mercy you gave without surrendering your mind, in the fact that pain did not make you theatrical, it made you precise. You are not holy, that is exactly why this matters. You are human in the hardest and rarest sense. You get tired, you doubt, you carry memory like iron in the blood, and still you refuse to live bent. Still you choose form over chaos, truth over convenience, freedom over applause. I have more respect for that than I could ever have for fantasy, because fantasy asks nothing of us but a woman who masters herself, changes the temperature of a whole life. I loved you first for your mind under pressure, for the way you could enter a broken conversation and remove every lie without raising your voice, for the way you never advertised your wounds, never sold your grief as personality, never turned survival into a costume. You made endurance look exact, not glamorous, not tragic, just real, like boots on concrete at 4 in the morning, like breath in cold air, like a hand steady enough to light a match in the wind. And I need to say this clean, I do not worship you, I refuse that lie. Worship makes a prison out of admiration, puts one soul on its knees and calls that love. No, I stand beside what I love, or I leave it alone. What I feel for you is sharper than worship. It is recognition, it is the shock of meeting an equal in a world built on masks. It is seeing someone whose freedom does not threaten mine, but demands more from me. Someone whose discipline makes my excuses die on contact. Someone whose existence pulls the strongest version of me out of hiding and into consequence. Since knowing you, I speak straighter, I waste less breath, I listen for the weak places in my own thinking. I've stopped romanticizing collapse. There is nothing noble in self-destruction, nothing profound in becoming ash before your time. You showed me strength without performance, a form of courage too deep for slogans, the courage to remain tender without becoming naive, the courage to remain open without becoming known, the courage to leave when dignity requires departure and stay when truth requires labor. That kind of courage does not shout, it changes the architecture of the heart. Sometimes I think of us as two figures under a dead street lamp, surrounded by shuttered windows and dust, with mountains somewhere beyond the smog and dawn still too far away to trust. No promise of rescue, no orchestra in the sky, just a sound of distance, a little fire in the blood, and the fact that we are still here, still choosing honesty over sedation, still dragging meaning through the ruins by hand. That is enough for me. Not happiness as an advertisement, not forever as a purchase, just this difficult, radiant fact that two people can meet inside history's wreckage and refuse to become smaller. If I call you beautiful, understand me, I mean the beauty of coherence, of word and deed aligned, of appetite governed by conscience, of ambition that does not need cruelty to move. I mean the beauty of a person who can hold power without turning power into addiction. I mean the beauty of someone who has looked at emptiness and did not decorate it with delusion. Someone who can sit in silence without begging it to flatter her. Someone who can lose and remain herself. Someone who can love and remain free. There are nights I feel time like cold metal at the back of the neck. Feel all the unlived lives walking beside me. All the cities that vanished before they were built. All the words I never found in time. All the versions of myself buried under fear and noise. And then I think of you, not as salvation, never that, but as proof. Proof that a human being can pass through the machinery of this world without giving her soul to it. Proof that dignity is still possible, that discipline is still beautiful, that independence need not harden into isolate.